2, 3, let's go.
Never Made It. Sports and Picks. Bringing you the best bet slips from the ones that played it, but never made it. This is season 2.
We live. Welcome into the show, Never Made It Sports and Picks. I'm your boy D Will, aka Magic Don Juan with the slips. We got my dogs with me today, man. What's good with y'all? Timothy, Delgado.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to be back. Good to see the boys. What's going on, fellas? Trey Money, how you, brother?
I'm doing good, Trey Money. Having a great day so far. I had heard good news, and just make sure y'all always keep God first. God is good all the time.
And all the time, God is good.
You ain't giving out no bad advice, man. You ain't giving out no bad advice.
I got that from
How
Timothy
these picks
Delgado.
looking? How y'all teams looking, man? Everybody feeling positive heading into these playoffs pretty soon?
I don't know, man. I really think, to be honest, I don't think Luka and them hurt. I think they just trying to, cause that second round, they're not ready for OKC. That's if they were third, they would play like the winner out of the second round. So I don't think they want to play OKC. So I feel like a lot of teams is just acting hurt and shit like that just to get a player, just act like they give their players a rest. But I really think it's for seating people avoiding teams and shit like that.
I will say, I haven't heard or read any speculation on that aspect, even though that thought is a good idea from a Lakers fan standpoint, Trey. I kind of agree with you to avoid OKC probably as much as you can. However, I will say what I have heard and read is that Luka is personally going through some stuff, I guess, with like in terms of a divorce and some other things that he's going through, and he's is having the birth of his child also over in his country. So I do in some sorts I would say understand what you're saying, Trey, in terms of I won't say he's faking an injury because I do believe he did, whether it was his ankle or whatever that was, his I'm not sure, leg, ankle, foot, I don't know, but I do believe he did something. But to say that he was out for the remainder of the regular season, I think that was to allow him to go to see the birth of his child over in the I'm not sure what country it is he's from, but
Slovenia.
Yugoslavia.
Slavia, yeah, okay. So
I don't
yeah.
know. I just got.
Okay. But yeah.
I don't know.
Shit,
Slovenia,
think about
Slavia,
it.
I'm not sure.
This like the last week of hoop. So he's really
Yeah,
not
yeah.
not missing nothing. Like this the
Yeah,
last
so
week.
yeah, I guess he's like the birth of his son is or his child. I don't know if it's what gender it is, but the birth of his child is I guess happening, and that's I guess one reason why the Lakers gave him extended time off. But I guess, like I said, I guess he's also going through some personal things like a divorce and all kind of other shit Luka going through. Yeah, same with Reeves, not in terms of all the personal stuff, but same with Reeves as well. Like Reeves is kind of because he's also supposedly done for the remainder of the regular season, but I guess he's getting kind of quote unquote
I,
rest, I guess, as well. Like,
Yeah, they only got 3 games left. They
well,
either
it
gonna
better
be
be
fourth or
because
fifth.
he, to me, I don't feel like he should have did that. Me personally, because
I
like
agree.
if Luke is down, you're the guy. You're the second guy.
Facts.
We don't need no rest. We don't need no rest before the playoffs. Then that's why motherfuckers say, oh, he don't got a rhythm. Why would you
Yeah,
sit? Now
I
this is
agree.
your chance where you could be the guy, get your shots up for the playoffs. Get all the shots you need. We don't care if y'all even win it, but this is the time for you to get your like the work on shit, to see what you need to do and get right for the playoffs. Ain't no way in hell you're not playing.
And not only that, but the last time we saw you, Austin Reeves, in the playoffs, you you looked terrible and was getting your ass dog walked. So you of
Getting 10
all,
points.
you feel me? You of all people shouldn't be trying to rest, you know what I'm saying, for no playoff run. You need kind of as much game as you can get going into the playoffs. So it's gonna be interesting. It's
Facts.
gonna be real interesting.
And I
All right,
and I think
man.
if the
Well,
Spurs hurt too, that's a like the I think the Lakers think they can beat the Spurs since Wemby ain't all the way.
Yeah. Wimby going down, definitely going. That's interesting as well, too. That's definitely interesting.
yeah, but it got him projected back like next game. So I think he
Oh,
might only
okay.
miss one game or two games. So
Got you.
we'll see. We'll see. But we got a list of a whole slate of hey though, so let's get it cracking, man. Per usual, this episode is brought to you by the Cleaning Business Coaching Book, your step-by-step guide to building a profitable cleaning business. Inside, you'll learn how to price your services, attract quality clients, and set up systems that actually work. Written by a successful cleaning business owner, this book gives you the real blueprint, no fluff. Whether you're just starting out or scaling up, it's a must read. Grab your copy today. The link will be in the comments. She also has planners. So whether you're planning daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, grab yourself a planner, grab the Cleaning Boss coaching book, and get yourself together if you are an entrepreneur. All right, man. The first game of the day. By the way, I made a crazy ticket today too. It's 15 legs, $12 for 1,000. Nothing major,
Oh, shit.
Mhm.
but that's neither here
Make
nor
sure we
there.
got to make sure we show that twice so I can screenshot it.
Yeah,
Send
I'm
it to me
gonna
personally too. Send it to me.
I'm gonna send the link so Will can put the link in this motherfucker on the page
Mm-hmm.
too. All right. But all right, first game of the day, we got the Atlanta Falcons on the road versus the Cavs. Cavs at home. Cavs
Atlanta
are three and
Falcons.
a half point favorites. Or you can get the Hawks at plus 130 on the money line. Notable injuries. Everybody is healthy for the Hawks. Basically, I was about to call them the Falcons. Everybody healthy for the Hawks. Donovan Mitchell is questionable tonight, and that's about the only real game changer that's questionable. So other than that, everybody else is playing for the Cavs. 3.5 point favorites, and he might play. So Trey, who you got tonight? 3.5 point favorites or the Hawks plus 130 money line?
Mm,
Hey, time
I
out.
really think
Time out, Trey. Before you get your answer, put the food down. Put the food down. Let's do this show. Come on. All right. Let's get to work. Let's go.
I feel like I'm gonna take the Hawks just because I feel like they just trying to fill out the Knicks. Ain't it like the Knicks is like the 3 and the Cavs is like battling like 3-4 spot.
The
I
So
feel
Cavs,
like they
yeah.
trying to see who they can. I feel like they trying to see who they got like the best
the
chance to. They
Cavs is
just
a
played the
game
Knicks the
behind the
other night.
Knicks. The Cavs is a game
Okay,
behind the Knicks.
so yeah, so they played the Knicks the other night. I feel like that was like a fill out game. I feel like they're gonna do this with the Cavs too to see like where they at and who they match up well with in the playoffs. That's how I feel like. So I really think the Hawks gonna win tonight.
Mm,
You think the Hawks gonna win? So if Cleveland is
Mhm.
the 4 seed, they play the Hawks. If Cleveland is the 3 seed, they play Toronto. I think it don't matter either one of those teams for them. They can beat either one of them in the playoffs. Same thing
Who
for the
Cleveland?
Knicks. I think the Hawks and
But
Toronto is both first round exits.
they also can be first round scares.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna lose to the Hawks first round though. As far as tonight, yeah, I'm probably still just gonna roll with the Cavs. I think the Cavs is the better team, and they at home, and they got potential to get the 3 seed. The 3 seed does matter because they do want home court advantage in potentially in the second round or whoever they play in the first round. They don't want, they do want the home court advantage. So I don't think they too worried about. I don't think they too worried about it. You can't run from. If anything, people want to play Detroit. I don't think nobody want to play Boston right now. If anything, people want to play Detroit and see what they can do because Cade been out so long. So I think the Cavs are gonna win tonight. I'll take them with the 3.5. I'll probably just take a money line because they minus 155 instead of risking it and it's a close game and they win by two or something shit like that.
um, I agree with you, D. I'm rolling with the Cavs tonight. I do believe that the Cavs will win in terms of just money line. What is it? 3.5
Three
favorites,
and a
right?
half, 3.5.
Which is close. I mean, they could cover, which I don't think that's a bad bet if somebody was to take the spread. But I like the Cavs money line. However, I will say this: I'm not quite sure if it was you two or if it was just UD, but I will say this: I remember one of you guys showing love to Atlanta, and I kind of was downplaying it tremendously, and I low key owe Atlanta an apology because Atlanta is they some ball players, man. To get up to the fifth seed, and like you said, Trey, like you just said, they can definitely scare somebody. Um, Especially if you're talking about like somebody like New York right now, who, unlike a team like Boston, is kind of shaky going into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? You win some, you lose some right now when it comes to a team like New York. So I agree that they definitely could scare somebody, but I also agree at the same time that they are first round exits as well. But they will scare. It definitely could take somebody 6 or 7 games. Could make somebody nervous. But as far as tonight goes, I believe James Harden and Donovan Mitchell, they seem to be clicking. Everybody seems to be playing right tonight for the Cavs.
Yep, except for Donovan Mitchell is a game time decision, so he may or
He's a
may
game
not
time
play.
decision. I think it would be pretty smooth for him to play, especially with this being a potential playoff matchup. But that man with Mobley and Allen and the crew, Cleveland is they could be potentially be a factor going into the playoffs, and I think they try to set that tone for tonight with a potential matchup.
Like games like this for James Harden, me personally for James Harden, I don't think he take these games like serious enough. Like especially if Mitchell is a game time decision, they will
Mhm.
need James Harden to take this game a little bit more serious. Like he's the type to just bullshit out there though, for just the
I don't want to hear
coast.
that because y'all big James Harden fans. So,
No, I'm not. Don't do that.
all right,
In
man.
terms of all time talk of that particular debate versus what we believe James Harden is to be when it comes to playoff and in real time right now is a totally different conversations. James Harden definitely has the. I mean, you said it enough, and we can't dispute that. James Harden definitely, when it comes to playoff performances, has not had the best resume when it comes to that. So I mean, at some point later, you could say, "Oh, maybe he gonna get over the hump, or maybe he gonna prove it, or I don't know." But it's one of them things. Until we see it, we don't have a choice but to doubt you. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to your playoff performances, that's already
His
done.
time coming to an end for winning a ring. He's just gonna be one of them players that just don't get a ring.
Yeah, it's over with.
We done said year. I got. How many times have we said for James Harden? Oh, this is the chance. This is your chance. Oh, this is your. You know what I'm saying? Like we done said it a lot for him. So, I mean, I don't know.
I
I mean,
think
you
it's
could
up.
arguably say it again this year. You could. Cleveland ain't got a. I mean, the East ain't got a. Maybe Boston. I don't know. Besides them, because they've done it before, and probably the most team just as far as cohesiveness. But there ain't no team in the East that's like head and shoulders above anybody else. So maybe you could say it
If
again this year.
if K come back, I ain't gonna lie, just watching Detroit without him, they're gonna beat the shit out of a team with him because they're not losing. They're real shit. They're not losing that bad or getting
Yeah,
fucked up. They still winning without him. So if when
that's
he
fair.
comes back, it's just gonna be even more dangerous. It's a collapsed lung. I had one of those before. Like I came back and played. I get it. You might not be the exact same, but shit, you can still play through that shit. Just you need time to relax. He's just relaxing, getting right. And playoffs a little bit more physical. So the game going he definitely needed rest, but I'm pretty sure he could have came back a little bit sooner. But you need rest for that type of injury. Because that fucks with your breathing.
That's fair.
All
Mm.
right, man. We can move on to the next one, man. We got the Timberwolves on the road versus the Orlando Magic. The Magic is 10.5 point favorites, or or you can get the Timberwolves on the money line plus 340. Notable injuries for this game. We got Rudy Gobert is out. Michael Conley is out. Ant-Man is out. Julius Randle is out.
Mm.
Basically, their starters is out. Their whole starting five is out. For the Magic, Jonathan Isaac is out and Howard is out. So basically, their whole squad is in. They even got Franz Wagner playing today. So with that being said, 10.5 point favorites, Magic. You fucking with it, Tim?
Yeah, I mean, that's shit. You in the eighth slot. You kind of need all your wins you can get. I mean, you don't have a really lot of room to be bullshitting around. So yeah, you kind of need to go out there and play your game. And if they got all their starters out, you need to take advantage. Just don't need to be a close game. You need to go out there and set the tone. So yeah, I agree. I think Orlando covers the spread, and I think they'll get the win comfortably.
I'm making a live ticket too. Y'all know how I do. So to go with my crazy Hail Mary ticket I got, I'm taking the Cavs money line like we just agreed to, Tim. And I'm taking
Mm,
the Magic minus 10.5. I think they're gonna whoop the Timberwolves ass. Shit, they got their starters, they don't got their starters. That's enough for me right there. At
right.
some point at some point in time in the game, they should have a crazy run to take the lead and go up 15 and never look back. So
For
that's what I'm
sure.
banking on in this game. No Julius Randle either, and he been playing. So not even they don't even got him. They going out there with like Nas Reed
Shit,
and
I ain't gonna say
McDaniels.
he been playing, but it ain't like he been out there. He ain't been like no fucking factor. It's been the
Nah, he
dude from the
hasn't been,
Bulls
but
that it's been the dude from the Bulls that they just signed, that they just got
Desanmu
the
or
job.
whatever, Desanmu.
Him.
Yeah.
It's been like the role players. Shit,
And
Rudy
he out
Gobert.
too. He out too though. So that's what I'm saying. They whole starting five is out. Only
Oh,
people
okay. If
playing
he out,
tonight,
then,
yeah.
then I don't know though.
Yeah.
I don't trust the
Only people playing
Magic.
tonight is like DiVincenzo, Nas Reed, Jay McDaniel. Like those are the players that's gonna be out there tonight. I think the Magic gonna whoop on them tonight.
I'm a,
Ten
I'm
and a
a,
half.
I'm, I'm a, I'm gonna take that 10.5. I'm gonna be a gambler tonight. I'm gonna take that 10. I'm gonna take the Wolves with 10.5, just because I see what the Magic do all season. They don't give a damn about the eighth spot anyway. Shit, they've been playing like this the whole year, so it ain't like now you just can pick it up. Shit, if you've been playing with your food all season, you gonna shit just don't translate late.
Definitely fair enough, Trey, because the Magic definitely bullshit around. So that's not a bad thought there. I mean, at some point, again, you're right. It's only a few games left. Last week of basketball for the regular season. So I mean, like you said, why wait till now to want to turn it on? I get
Yeah,
you, but damn, the whole start. No Gobert, no Ant Man, no Julius. The whole five is
yeah,
out. Your
Bro,
whole
okay, look.
five is in.
The last
but
game they just played Detroit, who pretty much don't got their best player on their team, just like the Timberwolves don't. They beat Detroit 123 to 107. So that's covering 10 points right there, 10.5. Now they playing the Timberwolves, who they Cade Cunningham is Ant Man, right? So they missing theirs, and they missing the rest of the squad too. So like,
I ain't gonna
is it
lie,
like
I get
it's
that.
like
I really do.
yeah,
I
yeah, I know
get that,
yeah.
but I've been
You just
seeing
saying
that
they've been playing.
it's been teams missing pieces all season when they play the Magic sometimes. Like, and I look at it like this: do the Magics think they can beat the Sixers in that playing game?
Well, right now the Magic can still get the 6 seed. That's the thing. They're only a game behind. The Magic and the Sixers have the exact same record. Sixers is 7, the Magic is 8. Toronto is 6. They're 1 game ahead. So they could potentially still get the 6 seed. So they're playing tonight. You could believe that. They playing hard. They gonna play hard tonight. Because if they
And
lose, they could drop down to the 9 seed and end up playing the fucking Heat in the first play-in game instead of being in the
But
eight. They could still
but
fall. Don't nobody want to fall to that 9 seed and have to play
they
one
don't.
game.
They don't. But
'Cause,
Orlando probably don't think they can beat New York in that first round.
man, y'all are putting too much stock into these teams gambling around with their playoff spots, bro. These teams are
It's
not
life.
gambling with
It's
their
been
playoffs. They might miss the
it,
playoffs,
this is life. It happens every season. It's every NBA season.
bro.
Teams do this.
hold on, exactly. What are
No,
we
every
saying
NBA
exactly?
season teams do not lose on purpose and at the end of and fall into the 8th and 7th spot. They don't do that on purpose every year. It
They
happened
already
before,
they a
but it don't
game
happen
away
every
from
year.
They're
That's
games
that's
away.
Western Conference tough. That's Western Conference talk. These teams right here, they trying to make the playoffs. They don't care where they make that shit at. The
Shit,
Sixers is damn near falling to the
The
nine
Magic's been
seed.
making the playoffs though. Like the Magic's been making the
Man,
playoffs.
but this goes back to my point a couple weeks ago. The Sixers is now, if the Sixers lose, they fall into the nine seed. Nigga, teams don't want to fall down that far. I don't give a damn about what we think we can beat them. If they fall to the nine seed and they lose that one game, they out. And they was the sixth seed at a point in time. So nigga, teams is playing. They're playing, bro. They playing.
Hey, I totally I respect that. I get that. But certain teams, I just feel like the Sixers, like one of them, I don't think they're worried about a team in one game like the Heat or a team like that in the late where they have to play on one game. I don't think they're worried about that, to be honest. Like the Heat shit, I feel like the Magic's, if they just say Toronto do keep the 6th seed. Just say, for instance, Toronto do keep the 6th seed. And now it's the Sixers, the Bulls, the Sixers, the Magics, the Charlotte Hornets, and the Heat. Do you think in their mind they can beat the Sixers in that spot right there? Do you
Who?
think that?
Who?
The Magic, do you think in that first game they can beat the Sixers right
I
there?
100% think they can beat them because they've been the same teams all season basically. They both down there in the same group. So why couldn't they lose?
They
Why couldn't
haven't been as we
the
gonna keep it
Sixers
100.
were. You're right. The Sixers were actually. The Sixers were actually better,
team.
and they've fallen. But nobody cares. We just keep saying they do it on purpose.
But why have they fallen?
Because they're not as because the
playing.
Embiid has not been playing. We ain't. That's why they've been falling.
Right.
But look though,
So,
I do think me personally, I do think two things can be true, and I do think it happens in all sports, football, all sports, basketball, baseball. I do think, of course, you're gonna play especially for those that are making the playoffs. But those bottom seeding teams in any sport, the bottom seeding teams that are close to the playoffs, knowing who the top echelon is, who the top of the top, who the best of the best is, I do think certain teams try to pick their spots if they can. Not necessarily just say, oh, we want to make the playoffs.
yeah, like I ain't saying it like that.
Yeah, of course you want to make the playoffs, no doubt. But if you can't, now whether you succeed at that or not is two different things, because you may try and fail. You may fall flat on your face at it. But if, for example, I guarantee you any team at the bottom of the list would rather face Detroit in the playoffs than face Boston. I guarantee you any
That's
team.
fair. That's fair. But listen to what I'm saying. The teams that you're talking about that were risking their playoff spots, or not risking their playoff spots, but trying to avoid seedings. We see how we go out to the West and we talking about the Lakers, talking about how they don't need to win no more games because they don't want to be the 3. We talking about 4 and 5 seeds.
Mm-hmm.
The 8th seed is the 7th and 8th seed. They have to play a first round play-in game. If they lose, they get to play another game, and if they win that one, they're in still. So they can lose. They can play a play-in game and lose. If you fall to the 9th or 10th seed, you get one game. And to sit here and tell me that the Sixers is cool with that, like they cool with falling all the way to the 9th seed, that don't make no sense to me because they were the 6th seed at a point in time in the season. And when they was losing and going down to the 7th and 8th seed, I said they're not doing this on purpose. But everybody always keep telling me they're doing this on purpose. It's a strategy. Now if they lose, because they're all tied, 7th, 8th, 9th is tied. So they can go from 7th to 9th and have to play the Heat. You can't tell me a healthy Miami Heat team versus a Sixers team that's Embiid hasn't been playing. You can't tell me that's an automatic win that they wouldn't be worried at all versus that game.
How can you say that when the Heat haven't been healthy? If you're gonna say
the Heat's whole team has been healthy lately. Their whole team has been healthy.
Wiggins, Norman Powell, them niggas haven't been playing like that. They haven't been playing like that.
Let's pull it up and see who's been playing, man. Let's pull it up and see who's been playing because the Heat been playing.
And
whether the strategy actually works or not is another total different conversation. But I definitely think that teams try to pick their spots if they can. And in your comparison to the West, the difference between the West and the East, like the strategy can be the same thing. It's just the only difference is there's multiple from the top to the bottom in the East. I mean in the West. is then almost championship contenders damn near all the way down to like the 6th to 7th seed. The East is only like the first 3-4 teams that's like real championship contenders after
If
that.
that, the
What that got to
first
do
two-
with making the playoffs?
No, I'm saying that the Lakers who was in the 3rd seed right now currently, I ain't gonna say have to, but they can worry about arguably who they gonna face in the 6-7, because it could be a Minnesota who they lost to last year, a Denver who they can't seem to beat, or a Rockets team like it's it is more than just OKC or the Spurs at the top. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying, as to where in the East it's only Detroit, Boston, and maybe New York, Cleveland, them 4 teams, and I believe Philly, that's about it in terms of competing. So it's like, again, I'm not saying
I don't even get the point. I'm gonna just leave it at this right here. When if Philly falls flat on their face in the play-in, it sounds like the scapegoat is gonna be, well, they just fell flat on their face. The plan didn't work. The plan was never announced. Nobody said this was a plan, but y'all. I'm saying they losing. Y'all saying this is the plan. They're positioning themselves.
You also
so I hope
said
you're right.
wasn't going to start
if they
playing,
lose,
and Embiid start playing.
If they lose, I don't want to hear, oh, this was the plan. This was the plan. That was the plan.
Also told
I hate
us
that announce. Nobody announces. I hate that announces.
You also
Embiid came back and played a couple games, and he's been missing games again. So
he been balling when he came back.
I guess it's the plan. I said he balls when he plays. That's not the point. The point is, I said that we don't know when the nigga's gonna play. Y'all keep telling me he's gonna play. So okay, he's gonna play. These is nitty-gritty games right now. So this is important. I would think he would play.
Did you read it? Did you see how long Wiggins and them been out too? And he ain't been. That's why they at that spot where they at right now, because niggas ain't been healthy. Because ain't no way you telling me.
That's my point. That's my point. So if they have to play each other, you can't just book it. Oh, the Sixers is gonna beat them, or they gonna beat them. You can't just book it. You don't know who's gonna win the game.
Right now, D, right now,
Sixers
would you rather? It's just as simple as literally as simple as this. Right now, would you rather play Boston or Detroit? Who would you rather play in a 7-game series right now?
Tim, that's not that simple.
It is.
No, it's not, because they can't guarantee no seed. They can't guarantee no seed. They can't. They are in the seventh. Hold on. They are in the seventh. They are in the 7th spot right now. So what you're trying to say is you would rather play Detroit. Okay. Well, right now they're in the 7th spot. So what you're telling me is then they're going to keep losing and get down to the 8th spot. That's what's going to happen.
I don't know that. But I guarantee you that after every game, after every day of basketball, I guarantee you that they're looking at Orlando's standings and seeing what Orlando did, because they're trying to see if we could. If it come down to that absolute last game, that if we win, they lose, we locked in 7, they locked in 8, or some shit like that. I guarantee you they're going to try to face Detroit.
Of course, everybody's looking at it, but looking at it and going out there, but looking at it and going out there and not winning games is a whole nother thing. Looking at it and acknowledging where we at, and then going out there saying, all right, we're not going to win a game, is a whole different thing, especially when you're 2 games or a game from the fucking 9th, you're a game out of the 9th spot and potentially out of the playoffs. So it's risky. Yeah, I'd rather play Detroit than Boston. I'd rather play Detroit than Boston. But in order to get the 8th seed, they got to jump through hurdles to guarantee that we're going to get the 8th seed. They gotta not get the 7th seed, first of all, because that's what you don't want. So they gotta lose games, but they gotta lose just enough games. Like this not a great team to where they can just control. We're gonna lose this game, but we're gonna win this game, and we're gonna win that game. We're gonna lose this game, but we're gonna win that game. They're not a good enough team to do that.
But D, also that is literally the point. Oh, not literally, but that is also one of the ways to utilize the play-in. Is because utilizing the play-in, because a few years ago you didn't have the luxury to do this type of strategy.
No, that's when teams did it more. That's when teams really did it, because it wasn't no play-in. You could actually get locked into the 8th spot. You can't get locked into the 8th spot right now. You can't. So they don't know where they're good. That's my point. Back before they had the play-in, you could know who the 7th and 8th seed was going to be, and you can lose a couple games if you're in the 7th seed. Or you can lose a couple games in the 8th seed and stay the 8th seed if you knew the 9th seed couldn't catch up. Now you could potentially be the 9th seed and be in this one game. And one game is not guaranteed. We just watched the fucking college basketball playoffs. I don't give a fuck what teams we're talking about. It's still one game. And we're talking about mediocre teams. We're not even talking about the top
Again,
team. We're not
D,
talking about the Thunder or the Lakers. We're talking about teams that are at the bottom of the fucking conference. You don't
D.
know.
But
It's
we
one
could do
game.
the whole puncher's chance thing if we want to. But if we all go around, all three of us, and ask ourselves who's going to win, Philly versus the rest of those teams in the playing games, all three of us are taking Philadelphia.
Tim, I'm only taking Philadelphia, one, if Embiid is playing, and two, just because we all taking Philadelphia does not mean they're going to win.
Which is
Oh, wait,
what I
hold on,
said.
hold
D. I
on. But
said
I'm saying is you acting like the Hornets. They've already beaten Philadelphia multiple times. You acting like the Heat don't have a puncher's chance. They have better than a fucking puncher's chance. They don't need a knockout to beat them.
no,
They
I'm
have a
not
team
saying.
too.
I'm not saying that it's
It's
a. I'm not saying that it's a lock. I'm not saying
the
that.
Magic.
But if
The
I
Magic
have
don't
the
need a puncher's
percentage,
chance.
but if I have the percentage and the chance to roll the dice and face Detroit instead of facing Boston, I'm going to take the chance in facing because my success rate would be higher in facing Detroit than what I would in facing Boston. I don't want to be a one and done, so I feel like I'm going to roll the dice, whether it is right or successful or not. That's we don't know if it's going to be successful, so they may go to that playing game.
I
And
don't think they
lose.
doing. I don't think they doing that. Y'all think they doing that. I don't. I think they just losing.
I think that those teams, how they are doing it, we don't know, because like you said, it's not announced. How they're doing, I don't know. But we just all agreed that we would rather play Detroit than Boston. So I think teams, however they are doing it, are trying to strategize their way into, if I can avoid Boston, I'm going to avoid Boston. I would rather play New York. I would rather play Detroit. Hell, I'd play Cleveland. But I don't want to, this is totally different from the West convo, because the number one team in the West is the best team. And we don't think it's like that in the East.
You know what would have been the best way to avoid Boston? Because Boston is the 2 seed. Philly was the 6 seed. Just stay the fucking 6 seed and you play the 3 seed. That would have been the best way to avoid Boston. But I mean, hey, I guess they said losing and falling back and actually having to fucking worry about the 7. I guess that's the better seed.
Hey, the
Yeah,
Magics was like fourth at a point in time too. Look where the fuck they at. The Heat was good at a point. The Heat was good at a point in time. The Heat was good at a point in time in the regular season. Look where the fuck they're at.
The Heat were never at the top in the regular season. Stop it.
5.
What week 2 of the NBA season? Week 2 or something? The Heat been sorry.
I don't care when they was. You start losing. You start losing. They start losing. Why they been sorry?
All season.
Why have they been sorry all season?
The Heat been sorry all season. They've been mediocre all season. They've been around the bottom of the barrel all season.
I'm so surprised that you're surprised.
But they've been sorry this whole season. But you saying they can beat one of these teams in the play?
I'm saying,
how do that just work? How do that translate like that?
No, what I'm saying, because those teams are all down there with them at the bottom of the barrel. They all separated by 2 games. So if it come down to 1 game, these are NBA teams. Yes, the fucking Miami Heat could possibly beat the Sixers in 1 game. We're not talking about a 7-game series. Just 1 game. So yes, Bam Adebayo dropped 83 points versus the sorry ass Wizards. Who knows? He might go out there and get hot from 3 and hit 5 threes that game.
Hold on.
And they go up.
We haven't seen it after the sorry ass Wizards.
I'm not naming no impossible shit. It's 1 game.
You're not naming no impossible shit, but you're also not speaking the context either. You keep talking about how the Sixers went from higher up in the seeds to how they dropped. Okay, but are you going to mention how when Paul George was out with a 25-game suspension? Yes, we know Embiid.
Tim, I'm the one that said it was. This whole conversation started about Embiid. I said the Sixers are dropping because Embiid ain't playing. If Embiid was healthy, he would play because they're dropping. And y'all told me, no, this is strategy. Embiid's sitting out. He don't care about them dropping. They're not worried about dropping. That's what y'all told me. That's how this conversation started last week.
Right.
I was saying the Sixers are falling because Embiid is not playing. When he plays, he balls. But they're falling because he's not playing.
Embiid wasn't even really playing at the beginning of the season.
Maxey
was doing everything.
Plays every game just to.
Do I got to go look and see how many games Embiid has played this season?
Just to go for the single season record. If he was to play every game,
you'll look for that. You'll look for that, but you won't look right now when I told you the Heat been hurt this whole fucking last couple weeks. When I told you Wiggins haven't been playing, Powell haven't been playing.
Because what's your point about that? Because what's your point?
It was a point.
Okay, they've been
reason
hurt.
why I
They've been
I
hurt.
said it when
So
we were
what's the point?
speaking. That's why they dropped.
Okay, either
That's the
way, they
point.
still down there. It's
That's
still
the
they're
point.
still if those teams play, we don't know who win the game. Y'all, you could say we'd all be with Philly. Me too, if Embiid is playing. But if Miami beat them,
Embiid
we wouldn't
wasn't
be
playing
sitting
the
up there.
whole beginning of
We
the
would.
season.
So if all right, this is my question for y'all. If the Philly fall to the 9th seed and they play Miami or they play Charlotte or they play the Magic in the play-in and they lose the play-in, is anybody gonna be going crazy? Like, damn, I can't believe they really lost to them. Are we really gonna be going crazy if they lost to the Hornets 132 to 126
fully,
or some shit like that?
a fully intact Sixers team, and they lose.
Yes,
Yes,
right.
I'm
Say
going to
Embiid comes
say,
back for
I
that
can't
game.
believe
Say
they lost.
Embiid comes.
Yes,
Hold on.
I
Say
am.
Embiid comes back for that, or he balls, whatever, either or. But he comes back and they lose that game, whether they
Yes.
play good, bad, whatever. We're
Yes.
gonna be balls to the wall shot.
I am, yes, because I don't believe none of them teams in the play, and not Charlotte, not Miami, not
Y'all gonna move on from that shit so fast. This
I'm
ain't
not.
gonna be a
I'm not.
conversation.
I'm gonna be absolute.
No,
I don't.
no,
I'm
when they
the
do-
team. I'm
when they
the
do-
one that
when they
did.
do-
I'm the team that got Philly coming out the East. I'm the team that got Philly coming out the East. So if Philly lose in the play-in game to one of them, you damn right I'm gonna be the most shocked because I believe they can beat any of them. Yes, especially if they fully intact. Yes.
All right, so I don't want to hear no excuses if Philly don't make it into the play.
I would say that the strategy
and if they do
that I
all, and if
believe
they
they
do
was
all of
doing
this,
didn't work. That's
and
what
if
I'm
they do
saying.
all
The
this,
strategy that I believe didn't work. It failed. You failed
but
at what
that's
you were
just that's
trying
an
to do.
excuse. That's an
How is
excuse.
that an excuse? You failed. What is the excuse? Where's the excuse at?
Because
you failed.
I'm saying there was no strategy. That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
that's
If
what
they
you're
lose,
saying, and I'm
there
saying
was no fucking strategy
okay,
because
that's what you're
they
saying.
That's
That's
what
what
I'm
you're
saying.
saying. And I'm
They
saying
just was
I believe
losing.
it is. I'm saying I believe that that Philly believes they can beat anybody but Boston. So however they're doing it, I believe that they're trying to avoid Boston. That's what I believe. I believe all them teams down at the bottom are trying to avoid Boston. I believe Boston is the best team in the Eastern
That
Conference.
is crazy.
And
You
all
think
of
the
them are
Charlotte
trying to
Hornets?
avoid Boston.
You think the Charlotte Hornets would risk trying to avoid Boston? They would risk the playoffs. They trying to get into the playoffs. Like these teams,
Charlotte
these teams are
Hornets
trying to
and
get into the
Philly
fucking
ain't
playoffs.
Come on, CD, you picking, bro. You picking. You
think the
picking.
Magic ain't trying to get in? I just named the other teams that's trying to get in right there. You don't think the Magic are trying to fucking get in? They don't give a fuck where they land at. Yeah, they're looking at it like I don't want to play Boston, but they're still trying to get in.
If Charlotte was to completely miss the playoffs, like you just said, nobody would turn a face. Nobody would be shocked that the
But what I'm
Charlotte Hornets
saying
have missed
is,
the playoffs.
nobody would
If
be. But what I'm
Philly
saying,
missed the playoffs, we would all be
What-
like, damn.
what I'm saying is, Charlotte wants to make the playoffs bad as fuck. They're a young team that's trying to progress and make the playoffs. They're not out there like, we don't want the Boston, we just want Detroit. Let's try to get the ace. They're playing the Magic. They missed the playoffs last year. They're trying to progress. They just got one of their best players back in Franz Wagner. They're not out there like, yes, they see it like, okay, yeah, I hope we get Detroit over Boston. But they out there playing to make they rather make the playoffs first. Now,
Okay.
Philly is the only, out of those teams then, Philly is the only motherfuckers in that got the right to say, we'll beat the Magic, we'll beat the Hornets, we'll beat the Heat. We ain't worried about y'all then. So that's what you basically saying. All right, so what I'm saying is if they don't do that, then there ain't no excuse. Ain't no our strategy just didn't work. No,
It's not
y'all
an excuse to say
y'all
that.
hold on. My take is gonna be y'all best players.
Made the playoffs last year. They lost to
Did
the
they?
Cavs the first round. They lost to
What was
the
they
Cavs
like the
first
AC?
round
They was the
last year.
AC. They was the AC.
But so teams like that, they don't.
All right,
They
all right, but
fuck
they
just
still
making the playoffs. They need to get far in the playoffs. So why
no, they're trying to make the playoffs.
Okay,
They're
hold
trying
on,
to
D.
make the playoffs,
Why
bro.
is it such a crime? D,
They was
why
the
is it
AC.
such a crime? D, why is it such a crime for you? Now, you just spoke of what you said about Charlotte. Why is it such a crime for Philadelphia, who I'm almost sure all of us agree that at the bottom of those teams, Philly is the best team at the bottom. If Embiid plays, we all believe that Philly's the best team. So why is this such a crime? You said Charlotte, their mindset is we want to make the playoffs bad as fuck. We need to make the playoffs. We need to do everything that we need to do to make the playoffs. Why is it a crime for Philadelphia's mindset to be we know we're going to make the playoffs. We already know that. We just need to avoid Boston so that we're not one and done. Why is that a crime?
Because they right now are the fuck. If that's really the case, if that's really their strategy, all they got to do is win. They can get the fucking 6th seed and be at the 6th seed and not have to worry about a play-in game. Not literally have to worry about one. They're one game behind it. So what I'm saying, all I'm saying is they're not doing it on purpose. That's all I'm saying. If they're not, I don't think they're doing this on purpose.
So
I don't because they could be the 6th seed. If they would have just been winning these last couple weeks, they would be the 6th seed.
Maxey just came back too.
I understand
you don't believe that they're trying to avoid Boston, D. You don't believe that.
But that's making my point of when I say that it goes back to the argument goes back to weeks. So we've missing the core of the argument. The core of the argument is that Embiid is not really healthy. He's not going to be able to play multiple games in a row.
There's 3 other players on there.
You literally just said at the beginning of the show, you said, I wouldn't want to play Boston right now. That's what you literally you said. I wouldn't want to play Boston.
But you could be the 6th seed and not play Boston. You don't have to lose and risk not making the playoffs to do it.
Maybe they don't think they hold on. Let me see. Let me see something.
You don't have to lose and risk not making the playoffs to do it. You can just win and do it.
Let me see something here. Let me see something.
Go pull it up. They're one game. So if they wouldn't have been losing, say they just
see who everybody played these last. It's the season over this week.
Okay, so why do you think? Hold on, because we didn't say that we believe Philly about to just tank for the rest of the season. So if it's between Toronto, but Toronto is one game ahead of Philadelphia. Why would they not try to get? I agree. Why wouldn't they try to get to the 6th seed? Yes, I agree to that.
That's my point. If Embiid was healthy, you don't think this is a good time to be fucking playing?
Who are they playing?
If
I can win without Embiid,
it's about guaranteeing the win. That they need the win.
Embiid wasn't playing early in the season either.
That matters.
Not play in the play-in. If you could win and not be in the fucking play-in, you wouldn't want to do that. You would rather just fall down to the 7th, 8th seed. They're right there.
The Sixers don't even play today. The Sixers don't play today.
I never said they did. They got like 3 games left though.
So where's this coming from?
Y'all tell me. I'm answering questions. What you talking about? I ain't go nowhere to the Sixers.
Okay, let's move on.
Who they last 3 games? Tim, who they last 3 games?
You acting like I'm talking
Tim, who they last 3 games?
I know they play the Rockets next. They got the Rockets. I'm just trying to figure out how we got here. They play the Rockets next. They got I'm sorry, hold on. Sorry, bro. It just shows the Rockets. It don't show. Is the Rockets their last game?
I don't got it pulled up.
I got it pulled up. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry. Here we go. You got the Rockets Thursday. You got the Pacers Friday, and then Milwaukee Sunday. I could 100% understand if Embiid play because they're not playing today. If he plays Thursday, don't play the back-to-back Friday, and what the fuck do I need to play Milwaukee for Sunday?
Hey, fuck it. Go to the play-in tournament. You all right?
But who the other teams play too? Because the other teams got to win.
Right. I mean, why are we just assuming?
I'm not assuming.
Everybody else got to win too. So we just banking on Charlotte to finish this season off good. We banking on the Magic to finish off good, and we banking on the Heat to finish off good. We just banking on all of them. Just do not lose the last 3 games. They're not gonna lose their last 3 games.
I ain't banking on nothing. Y'all told me they trying to avoid Boston down there in that play-in tournament. I'm saying the best way to avoid Boston, then, if that's what they really trying to do,
is to win
and get the 6th seed. They were at 6th seed at a point in time. That's all they had to do was maintain that, and they wouldn't have had to.
Boston's still the 2 seed, right? That second round they will play the Philly. Philly probably like shit. If we can avoid them all the way to the fucking Eastern Conference Finals, we gonna do it.
And that's been going on in sports since
I
the
can't
beginning
wait to
of
watch Philly
time.
go home
I don't
early.
The
understand why
hell?
that's so
I
surprising.
can't wait for Philly to go home early.
Why the
I'm
hell
just
would I
look at
want to
y'all.
play Boston or the first round or the
I'm
second
gonna just
round?
look at y'all like
None of us are. Well, I
I'm gonna just
believe.
look at
I
y'all.
believe Boston's coming out the west, out the east. But again, if they lose, then they lose. I don't know what
I
like.
can't. I'm gonna let you know they
You're
lost.
literally now
I'm
hoping that Philly loses just so you
I'm
can.
expecting them to lose now. I'm gonna let you know.
D,
You
we
know,
all
now you're
got
hoping
D.
that they
We
lose.
all
You're
Now
got
I'm
hoping that
Boston
they
expecting them
coming.
to
lose.
We
lose.
all got Boston coming out the East.
Now I'm
We all
expecting. I'm
have
gonna let
Boston
y'all.
coming out the East.
That's cool, but I'm gonna let y'all know when Philly lose though. It's gonna be a day. I'm gonna let
You
y'all know.
Make sure you let
there's
us know.
nothing to
Make
let
sure you
I'm
let
gonna
know.
us
let y'all
know
know.
if like.
I'm gonna let
Make
y'all
sure
know.
you let
Especially if it's a
us
play-in.
know if
Oh,
Charlotte and them really make the play, like
oh
what they
my!
do too.
If they lose in that play-in tournament,
Make sure you
boy.
let us know what them other teams do too.
If they lose in that play-in tournament,
Cause shit, Boston the favorite with
go ahead.
Tatum, so
Probably
everybody
go
should
ahead and end
lose
my
to them.
mouth. All right.
Everybody should lose.
If they lose in
I
that
don't.
play-in tournament,
I'm confused on what the. I don't even know what the debate is anymore. I don't even know what. I'm lost.
I
I'm
just know
totally
now
lost.
if Philly lose in the play-in
Now,
tournament, I'm gonna
because
just
like
go
I
ahead and
said,
tell
now
let
at
y'all
this
know.
point, you're just hoping for Philly to lose. You're hoping for it now
Nah,
because you just
I'm
want to
just letting
say
you
I was
know. If
right
it's the
about.
plan,
I don't even know what it is you're
if
saying you're
that's
right
the
about.
if
I don't.
that's
I
the
don't even.
plan,
Can we
if that's the
can
plan,
we
and
find out like the rest of the teams last couple games, like the teams that's
I
like
don't.
them
I
teams
don't
that
know.
hey, if that's the plan, they better not lose in that play-in tournament. I'm moving on.
Like,
We got the Bucks on the road versus the Pistons. The Bucks is 21.5 point underdogs, or you can get the Pistons plus or minus 3,200 on the money line. So basically, it's Detroit minus 21.5. Blowout, or you think the Bucks gonna be able to keep it close. Notable injuries: Bobby Portis is out for the Bucks. Miles Turner is out. Kyle Kuzma is out. Of course, there's no Giannis. Cade is out, and Kevin Herter is out for the Pistons. So outside of that, they got their whole team. So Tim, 21.5 point favorite. You taking Detroit or you taking the Bucks?
I'm gonna take Detroit. The K Cunningham is out.
Cade Cunningham might be playing. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, I seen Will in the comments said that K Cunningham was making his return.
Cade Cunningham is playing tonight.
Okay. 21.5 is a lot of points. I do believe Detroit will win. It'll be nice to see Cade back, especially home game. It'll nice to see them back. And like Trey said, they've been winning whether he's been there or not. So I definitely believe Detroit will get the easy win. But 21 points is a lot of points. So I'm not sure about, especially 21.5 at that. But they definitely gonna win for sure.
Yeah, the over is at 22.5. That's what I'm putting on my ticket. But yeah, I can't. That 21.5. That's too many points either way. Who
Yeah.
knows if the Bucks gonna be able to keep that close or not?
and
Say what
shit.
you got.
The over kind of scary too, because who knows if they gonna score that many points? Because the Pistons got defense.
They do, but I looked at the last few matchups between these two teams, and it went to 136 total, 122 total, and 145. So they got it at, I said 145, 225, 245. So it was at 245, 222, and 236. So they got the over at 222. So I'm just gonna roll with the over. They didn't hit it pretty much 2 out of the 3. In the one game they didn't hit it, it was right there. So I do think the Pistons gonna cover their end of it though. They gonna put up about 120.
Yeah. I definitely think Pistons win.
I'm just taking that.
Mavericks. I mean, not them. I keep saying that. Milwaukee they ain't got nothing coming, man. It's over with Giannis. I don't think we're gonna see Giannis play another game in that jersey. It's over with, man. It's the he got them a title. Them being contenders as we once knew it, because they not no free agent attraction. So they not going. So unless they draft another Giannis type of player and raise them up the way they did Giannis, it's probably the way we looked at Milwaukee as being competitive over the last few years is probably a wrap for that.
Mm-hmm. Man, I agree, man. I agree. Trey, who you taking?
I'm just taking Milwaukee money line. I mean, not Milwaukee money line, but Detroit money line.
That money line is horrible. Minus
Well,
3,200.
shit. I'm taking Detroit. I ain't taking them with no points for now. I'm just gonna take Detroit. I don't trust the over. I really don't trust these last couple games.
Okay,
Think
that's fair enough, man. No pressure. No pressure. We're gonna move on. We got the Grizzlies. This is another blowout. The Nuggets at home versus the Grizzlies. The Nuggets is 23.5 point favorites. Or you can get the Grizzlies plus 1,600 on the money line. Good thing this game is in Denver. Remember you see that shit with LeBron talking about Memphis?
Hell yeah.
Shitting on Memphis.
That's also, I mean, not to get all into it, but it's bullshit the way that they hyped it up because LeBron said it. Because I definitely seen this clip where several NBA and professional athletes, period, have talked about how bad the city of Memphis is, and nobody made a big deal of it. But all of a sudden, LeBron says it, and everybody goes up in arms about it. So I think that was overblown. I don't know. I ain't never been to Memphis, so I don't know shit about Memphis. I don't know
Bro, LeBron's saying some shit about your city and make your. I bet the mayor seen that shit. You hear me?
for sure.
I bet the council seen that shit. Like, we gotta get our shit.
For
We gotta get our
sure.
shit together. You feel me?
Everybody said they got good food though. I seen multiple people saying they got good food down there. It's just
But
dirty type
but
shit.
just think about the LeBron, bro. He might have just lost them about a couple $100,000 in tourism off of that. Like, yeah,
Facts.
Memphis ain't shit. Like, damn, I'm not going to no Memphis. You know how, hey, you know how this motherfuckers act like sheep out here. Oh, LeBron don't fuck with Memphis. I ain't fucking with Memphis. Memphis shitty. Motherfucker
Hell
ain't never
yeah.
stepped foot in Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? So
No facts.
LeBron's word carry a lot of weight. So
Look how
I
many people was
look at us. We talking about it. Shit.
look I'm about to say, look how many remember when Drake said something about he wouldn't fly Spirit, and all of a sudden
Uh-huh.
motherfuckers who ain't even never been on a plane before talking about they ain't gonna fly Spirit. Like
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Motherfuckers got that herd mentality. Act like
for
sheep.
sure. For sure.
I
No.
ain't taking the Grizzlies though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Can't do it, man. And I was looking here, man. Joker's averaging 28 points. Let's call it 13 rebounds, 12.9, and let's call it 11 assists at 10.9. He's averaging that on the season right now, and he's not the MVP favorite. 28, 13, and 11,
Yeah, averaging a triple double easy.
and like clearing it, not just like
Nah, clearing.
10.2, like clearing a triple double, and not the MVP favorite. That's wild, man. That's
They like
wild.
Shea Gilly's game. Trey, what you got to say about that?
um, what about him like having them numbers like that, or just the
Yeah,
game
and
period?
not being even talked about for MVP for real.
It's crazy. I fuck with Joker. I like Joker's game. Shit is just because there's not a lot of Denver games on TV. Nobody's watching Denver.
Shea Gilly your MVP?
No, no. I really, man. I don't really got no MVP. I
Let
just
me
want to
ask
see
y'all
good
this.
basketball.
Let me ask y'all this question though, real quick. What is your personal criteria for an MVP? I know people talk about the best player on the best team or the best number. Like what do you what do you look for in like MVP for you?
Who-
What's your personal preference in MVP?
Me, me.
In both y'all. Yeah, both y'all.
Go ahead, D.
Like what's your criteria?
Yeah, man. Yeah, you gotta be scoring. You gotta
Mhm.
have the numbers first off. Your team gotta be winning, and you gotta have the numbers. And then as far as after that, it's about shit. Who are the like who we comparing you to? You feel me?
Mhm.
Because if I'm comparing you to if I'm comparing Joker to Luca, it's gonna be all about the numbers, all about the stats.
Mhm.
Now you throw a player like Jaylen Brown in there who plays defense, but his
Mhm.
numbers aren't gonna be as high as Joker's, but they still look good. You know what I'm saying? Cade
Mhm.
Cunningham before he went down. Shea Gilly, obviously Shea Gilly. Like
Mhm.
his numbers is great scoring wise, but he don't have the rebounds and assists that Joker do.
Mhm.
His team is number one. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of give him the boost, I guess. But like it's an MVP award, so Joker's team is winning too. And they asked, what is they the 2 seed or no, they're the 3 seed? They're the 3 seed. So,
Are they now? Have they surpassed the Lakers? Because the Lakers was 3 seed.
or they might be the 4 then. My bad. Hold on.
I think they probably like a game ahead of the Lakers.
Yeah, they're a game
Oh
ahead of the
yeah, they
Lakers.
game ahead of Yep. They
Yeah.
passed them
So
up.
again, I mean, that's pretty much it right there. You got to be able to score, and then you got to have the numbers, and then it's about who else is in the MVP race with you. Because if somebody said they got Jaylen Brown over Joker, because Jaylen Brown got defensive and numbers that like you can't measure all the defensive shit that people do on paper. You know what I'm saying? A nigga just guard a nigga and making him miss a shot, and it's a stat they got those, but we don't look at it in the box score. So yeah, that's pretty much what I look for. And when you get that player that play defense, is how much defense do he play? You feel me? How much like is he on the first team all defense? Is he one of them type of players like Kawhi? You know what I'm saying? Kawhi don't got as much offense, but I could have seen him winning the MVP if he, based off of he play enough offense and he got high level defense. So again, the numbers and depending on who you're going against.
Shit, if that's the case, like if we gonna say like with defense, then I'm gonna say with Wemby. Wemby should be up there.
Wemby
Shit.
absolutely is. Yeah, Wemby
for sure.
For sure.
Defense, you getting like 3-4 blocks a game.
If you want to keep it G, that's who I got for MVP.
Wemby definitely is like, there's no debate he's winning Defensive Player of the Year.
And look, I got him for over Shea for the same reasons I just named. His offense ain't where Shea's is at. No, he don't but he put up great offensive numbers, just not like Shea's. But his defense is light years ahead. And Shea played defense, but it ain't shit like Wemby. He about to be the Defensive Player of the Year. You feel me? So with that offense and that defense combined, and they're the number 2 seed, so he can make a case over Jokic. Like, nigga, I'm the 2 seed, and I got good stats.
If Shea was averaging like 2 steals, I would say clear cut. Because he playing some type of defense. Like if he get at least like two steals, it was averaging 2 steals a game, I'd say Shea. Cause shit, man, I hate Shea's game. I see he'll do a lot of push-offs and shit for real. That's how he really score. He get to that mid-range push-off. You can't really stop it. You can't really bump him back and play physical. You give it like I hate the new game, like the new offense these days is like they allow you to play defense in your offense. How are you allowed to stiff arm me to give you some space?
Yeah, that's incredible.
That's bullshit.
Let me ask y'all a question. What about a player or a situation rather? I guess Jaylen Brown would fall more to this mode. When you got a player like when Russell Westbrook won his MVP, where he got the numbers, but your team. Now this part ain't Jaylen Brown, but I'm just saying when you got your team, like Russell Westbrook was the 8th seed that year, he won the MVP, but his numbers was phenomenal, average of the triple double. But what it was is he wasn't even expected to be in the playoff hunt, and he carried a team that was like severely underwhelming and carried them to the playoffs. That's what got him. His situation is what got him the MVP. And then you look at Jaylen Brown, where Tatum is down, but he done kept them winning, got them in the top 2 seed. You know what I'm saying? And so where Jaylen Brown comes back and kind of makes them this monster clear-cut favorite for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So Jaylen Brown what do y'all think about a situation type shit like that when a player is just carrying the team? Is that way with y'all?
Yeah. Cause shit, you showing that you being that guy that they didn't think you can be. So it's like you being that guy in the NBA where it's a lot of motherfuckers that's that guy, but you overshadowing they shit and carrying your team. Like that's take a lot though. You carrying your team.
Yeah.
That means shit. They look you every game you being consistent. Every game you being consistent, making sure you do your shit and making the right play for your team.
Cause like I'm not taking away nothing from him, but like the way I once was looking at Cade Cunningham in the season versus like when he when he went out and then like his team still kept winning.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm not disrespecting you, but it's like bro, you part of a good ass team, bro. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
Mhm.
you good too, but you part of a good ass team. And you can argue. I feel like somewhat you can say that about Shea. Shea, if you go
Absolutely.
down, OKC ain't going to the AC. They're not just leaving the. He part of a good ass team.
If Shea don't got them type of bigs, I'm telling you, like if he didn't have like a Chet and he just had like a Hartstein,
Mhm.
OKC wouldn't be like how they is. Having a Chet and a Hartstein out there, and like Chet is a guard type motherfucker in a big's body.
Man.
So that at power forward is a mismatch, and he can play like he got great defense. He got good ball awareness and ball timing, like with blocks and shit too. Because he get blocks and shit, a lot of blocks and shit a game and stuff shit. But if you take, I don't think Shea could do what Jalen Brown did. Like with just with no like Chet and motherfucking Hartstein like that. Like the big, like if he had like a mediocre type big, like a Jared Allen, I don't think he'd be what he is.
And then like D, I don't want to like spark this back up, bro. So we could talk about this more off camera. But like I'm looking at these standings, right? And I'm looking at the Western Conference, those 4 teams that are already locked into the play-in, right? Phoenix, Clippers, Blazers, and Warriors with Steph just coming back, right? They don't have there's not a 4 team. None of them teams is like, I don't see a clear-cut winner, in my opinion. That's like, I don't see one there the way I do in that East. Now, whether I'm right or wrong is a whole nother ball game. But I don't see like Warriors can beat Phoenix. Phoenix can beat the Clippers. Clippers can beat any like that. The
Shit,
Western
Portland can
Conference
beat
is
one.
crazy,
Portland can
bro.
beat one of them
You
niggas.
feel me? Portland can beat one. Like the Western Conference is fucking crazy. I'm looking at this shit,
I feel
man.
the
Like
same way about the East.
you feel the same way?
Yes, the Miami can beat Orlando. Orlando can beat Miami. Orlando can beat Charlotte. Charlotte could beat Philly. Philly could beat all of them, but Philly could lose to any of them too.
Okay.
Especially if Embiid don't play.
I think if Embiid plays, right, especially if Embiid don't play, facts.
Especially if
Yeah,
Embiid
if
don't play.
Embiid don't play, every single thing that we saying is off the table because because we believe Embiid is gonna play. But I believe that out of every single matchup between those 8 teams, well, 4 and 4, but out of those teams, if we asked you any matchup in the West, Golden State versus Clippers, Blazers, Sun, any team, you're gonna hesitate before you give me your answer. I believe any team I ask you with Philly, maybe now that we didn't have this debate, you would do it now just because of the
No,
debate.
with a
But
healthy
I
Embiid,
believe any
I
team with
told
a
you with a
healthy
healthy
Embiid,
Embiid, I got Philly would be the favorite versus any of those teams.
and that's all
But
we
them
saying.
just because they're the favorite,
That's all we saying.
we sports bet. We watch favorites lose every day.
Yeah, facts. I mean, whatever the
So they
outcome,
could lose. So they
yeah,
could
whatever
lose.
the outcome is, the outcome. We can't help that. But the belief is that I believe I can beat you, whether you in there or not. And if you knock me out, then you beat me. But I believe when we get into this ring, you're not better than me.
Right. I just feel a lot safer just being the 6th seed and playing a series right off the bat instead of putting it down to one game.
Then running against your boys that right after that next round. That's what you want. Basically, you want that. Just say it. You want that.
Man, I
Man,
don't
Will,
understand,
throw
man.
my Hail Mary ticket up here, Will. Throw this motherfucker up here. Trey, I'm about to send this link to the chat for you right now.
Please.
I'm about to put this link in there, man. This 15 legs, bro. I put some real thought into this. This is $12 for $1,000 with the boost on there. All right.
Oh we.
Hold on. I'm about to go through. Let me send this through, and I'm about to go through the
Oh
legs.
we. Please send that through. That look like this that shit. I ain't
It's in
gonna
the chat
lie.
right now. All right. I got James Harden for 2 threes. Do I got to explain that? Okay.
Mm-mm.
I got Evan Mobley for 6 rebounds. He done had 6 rebounds in 4 out of the last 5 games. The one game that he didn't get it, he had 5 rebounds. So he was right there. All right. All right, I got Dyson Daniels for 5 points for the Hawks. He averaged like 11 points a game. I just threw that on there to boost it a little bit. 5 points. He should get that in the first half. All right, next game. Desmond Bain, 2 threes. He didn't hit that in the last 5 games. All right, he didn't had 4 threes. Wendell Carter, 10 points. He didn't have that in the last 5 games, even with Franz Wagner coming back because they don't play the same position. So Franz Wagner coming back ain't affecting him. He's scoring points still. Paolo Banchero, 6 rebounds. He averaged 8 rebounds a game. He's their number 1 rebounder. He's getting 6 boards. All right, next game. Duncan Robinson, 10 points. That's their sniper. He didn't have double digits every game the last 5 games. That 10 points is double digits. AJ Green, 10 points. He didn't have double digits every game the last 5 games except for 1, and he had 6 points that game. He was like 2 for 9. So he had a horrible game. Asar Thompson, 5 points. All right, he's their defensive player. He scores around 10, 12 points a game. I just threw him on there for 5. Just for 5. He should get that in the first half. Next game, Julian Champagne, 10 points. There is no Wemby tonight. Julian Champagne been getting double digits every game the last 5 games with Wemby. Now Wemby's out. It's going to be more shots to go around. He should easily get that 10 points still. I got Denny Avdija for 6 rebounds. He averaged 8 rebounds, and it ain't no Wemby tonight. So the center for the Blazers should get his 6 boards. Then I got Tamani Kamara for 10 points. He had like 20-something points last game. He done had double digits every game the last 5 games. So 10 points is double digits. Last game, Cam Johnson, 2 threes. He done hit 2 threes every game the last 5 games, at least 2 threes. He done turned into the new Michael Porter Jr. for them. That's what he do. He took that rollover. He shoot the threes. Aaron Gordon, 4 rebounds. He didn't have 4 rebounds at least 4 out of the last 5 games. The one game he didn't get it, he had 3. So he gonna get at least, he should get the 4. Aaron Gordon again, 2 assists. He averages like 3 assists a game. He didn't have 2 assists every game the last 5 games, except 1. But in the last 10 games, he didn't have it 9 out of 10. So 2 assists, 4 rebounds. I know that's a lot, but that's why I took my time and went through all that. 15 legs, $12, 1,000. I'm done. Mic drop.
Yeah.
That's that.
That's the man.
I had to let niggas know I did the research on every last bet that I put on.
No
that
doubt.
All right. I did the research, bro.
What
That's
time
fine.
is it?
If you just want to put $2 on it, that still can get you a couple hundred.
It's a little after 7.
It started at it's about to start right now.
7-11.
That should be it. That's that one. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, bro. I took the time with that one, man. I took the time, bro.
Hell yeah. That was a good pick, man. I mean, that's some good tickets right there.
Yes, it is.
That's a good ticket for sure.
My boys threw some tickets to me today too. Will, you can throw them up if you want to real quick too. They sent me some stuff, man. I didn't tell these bets. I normally do tell some of them, but I didn't tell these 2 particular ones, mainly just because they seemed like they was reaching on a couple of them to me. So one, he got Nickeil Alexander-Walker for 20 points for the Hawks. He been getting that shit though, but 20 points just be a lot of points. If you notice, I'll be staying away from that type of shit unless it's somebody like KD tipped him.
Hell yeah, man. You hear me?
Yeah, I don't even fuck with KD.
Don't get me started, man.
He do got Desmond Bain for 2 threes. I had that on my ticket. And he got Tamani Kamara for 15 points. I got him for 10 points. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, cause dude be hitting like 3 threes a game.
He do.
He be cooking.
That's the 10 points was a safe bet. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I felt like that was just underwhelming. I could have took him for 15. It made the ticket better, but what if he finished with 12? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be sorry. Yeah, so I stayed away from that one. Now on the other ticket, he had Joker for 12 boards and 10 assists. Like, man, that's a lot. That's just, I know Joker does that. We just looked at his number. The nigga averaging a triple-double, like Tim said, clearing it. But he got Drew Holiday for 3 threes. That's just, Drew?
Shit.
He can,
Yeah,
I know he
wild.
can.
Yeah,
but,
that's wild.
But, man, this is a parlay we talking about here. I need these legs to be likely to hit. So
Drew Holiday for 3 threes. Whoa.
Man, y'all be surprised.
No, I believe he can, but that's just not something I would bet though. I'm not saying he ain't.
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of go off like I pay attention. I've been watching him. I kind of go off like games because he really do take a lot of threes. If he shot bad one night, that next night because he shoot clutch threes, big time threes too, and he be hitting them bitches.
He do. He's a clutch player. That's what he is.
That motherfucker be hitting them threes, man.
Man, that's.
Yeah,
I know it's crazy because who it is. It's Drew Holiday. But shit, the older you get, the better that motherfucking jumper get. Motherfucker, y'all act like y'all know. Y'all
Like I
keep
said, I'm not saying he
disrespecting.
can't hit it. That just that's a bet right there.
Who they playing?
Yeah, exactly. That's a bet right there.
That's a bet. Yeah, that's a bet.
They playing the Spurs too? Shit, he about to try and hit them bitches on that motherfucker.
Man.
I think they win tonight. For real, for real. No Wemby. I think they're gonna be attacking them niggas.
They ain't gonna have nobody for dude. Denny whatever that dude. They
Denny
ain't gonna have nobody for. They don't got nobody for him.
You see, I took him for 6 rebounds on the ticket. Like nigga going.
They don't got nobody for him.
Luke Cornett. Yeah, all right.
He gonna cook. He can hit threes and all.
Oh man, all right, man. Give me your final words, Timothy.
Final words. I don't know if it's I don't even know if I'm allowed to speak on this or not, but the one-on-one shit, let's just put him and say this. Coon, you're lucky. I'll leave it at that. Coon, you're lucky. So one-on-one, I was looking forward. I was gonna call his old ass out. I didn't already call his old ass out, but I was gonna be the one to put him into retirement. You feel me? And I'm gonna be the one to put his old ass into retirement. Whenever we laced him up, I'm gonna be the one that's gonna have to lock him up and get him on up out of here. And unfortunately, it ain't gonna be when I thought it was gonna be. So he lucky. He lucky. That's my final thoughts. So.
All right,
I'm gonna see you when I see you, old man.
Go ahead, Trey Money.
Browns Lawn Service. Make sure y'all keep supporting. I've been releasing a lot. I've been getting to release a lot. Thank you to the last couple females y'all paid. I appreciate it. And keep supporting Browns Lawn Care. You know what I charge.
Hey man, shout out to Browns Lawn Care, man. Hey man, shout out to the guys, man. Timothy, Trey Money, Will. Y'all know how we do it, man. Another episode in the books. We gonna be in here Saturday morning for the Green Thumb Academy. The next episode of Never Made It will be undisclosed, man. We'll let y'all know when it's coming, man.
Quick question for you, D. How far are y'all away from the is that called the harvest when y'all pick the shit?
Yeah, and already harvested. He harvested last week.
Well, he don't smoke because y'all gonna test the shit on because I definitely want to make sure I'm live and living color for that episode. Like, are y'all ever gonna smoke y'all shit to test y'all shit?
Oh, I mean, you know I am. I was smoking my shit when we first started the shit, so I definitely am. But we'll see what he do or what he don't do, man. We don't. I'll leave that up to him for him to answer for you. But
no doubt,
for sure. Hey, 9 a.m. Tune in Saturday morning, Green Thumb Academy. And like I said, Never Made It. We might be back this weekend or something because I got Saturday wide open. So who knows what we gonna do, man. But hey, shout out to y'all. Shout out to consistency, man. All right. Never Made It Sports and Picks. We here. Peace.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Never Made It Sports and Picks, bringing you the best bet slips from the ones that played it but never made it. This is season 2.